Day 751 being Christopher Cruz, just going for a walk. I was just working, just trying to wrap my head around this challenge. Is it about finding your purpose? Is it about knowing that you have a purpose? Is it like there's so many different things that it could be, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm getting a little confused, a little stuck. So I just got to go walk and clear my mind, because when I first thought about doing the challenge, it's like, oh, it's perfect. It could just be a find your purpose in the 6-day find your purpose challenge. And there's 6 aspects of purpose, 6 pieces of the purpose puzzle. And I could just go over that with people. And then I learned, well, your challenge that you do, you shouldn't like give them all the answers. You shouldn't do this. So it's like, because then you run the risk at the end, they don't need to work with you because they feel like, I got enough clarity. I can take it from here. And so your challenge really should be about something that's leading them to finding their purpose, not actually finding their purpose. And so then I have this whole thing of what is purpose, like learn about it, like what is purpose, when are you going to find your purpose, how do you find your purpose, all this stuff. And then that led into the purpose coaching. And then it's like, but it's not about finding your purpose now, it's about discovering your potential, which is good. It's like discovering your God-given potential, and part of that is purpose. So I mapped that whole thing out yesterday, and I'm like, okay, this is good, but then it seems like too vague, like, discover your potential. It seems a little too vague. Like, I feel like the more specific it is, the more powerful it's going to be. And so I was thinking about this, like, okay, I can't give away the 6 things, even though that would be great, and to be super valuable. But then I thought about Pete, my speaking coach, and what he did. And he's like, he gave it to them. And this is what they teach. They're like, give away your secrets and like walk them through your process and your steps and show them how good it is. And if you do that right, they will want to go deeper with you. Like, give it to them. And I remember he did that. Like, he helped us craft our signature talk. And then like the amount of people that he had signed up in the room was ridiculous. Like, his conversion rate was like crazy. And it's because he gave us all the answers. But the thing is, we don't want to do it alone. It's like, you can give them all the answers, but we don't want to do it alone. We want help, especially from like an expert. And so I was just thinking just now while I was walking, it's like, okay, if I did it his way, then it would be like, okay, the find your purpose in 6-day challenge. And I would give them some clarity on each aspect. Like, write down 4 words that represent your greatest self. Write down 4 things in life that you value. Write down 3 problems in this world that you would love to solve. Write down 4 of your core gifts. And they'll definitely get some clarity. They won't be crystal clear. And then maybe that's where, like, they got a taste of it. They're excited. They're like, but they want the actual clarity, because it's so important that you know what those words are and those concepts and everything. And so then they would probably want to go deeper. It's just, that's what Pete did, and it worked. Like, because you got to experience it, and you're like, oh man, this is so good. I can only imagine how good it would be if I went deeper with them, if I learned more about it and did that. So I'm torn. And then I think about, for my own personal branding, if I'm going to be the purpose guy for believers, then the challenge needs to be purpose focused, purpose oriented. It's not about potential. I don't want to be the potential guy for believers. I want to be the purpose guy for believers. So I'm just like battling between those 2 right now. And I mean, the cool thing with challenges is I get to do as many as I want. I can screw up as many as I want and just keep and do another one 10 days later. Like, it's, so I think I just need to pick something and freaking go with it. And I think instead of trying to do something I don't know and trying to create a whole new process and system and all that, I need to do something that I know. And I know purpose. I know the 6 aspects of purpose. I know all of that. And the worst thing that can happen is I do this challenge and people get a lot of clarity on their purpose, and then no one wants to do the coaching. But see, the thing is, like, if I do it right, they're going to want more. They're not going to be satisfied with having some idea of what their purpose is. They're going to want to know exactly what their purpose is because I gave them a sample. Rather than spending the whole time talking about their potential and all of that and then trying to sell them on purpose, they haven't tasted that yet. They haven't gotten a taste of that. It's like when you go to Costco, you walk around. I was there yesterday and there's samples everywhere. And it's like you go and you try something, you taste it, and you're like, ooh, this tastes good. I'm going to buy the whole box. So if I can give them a taste of what it feels like to have clarity on your purpose, then the people who are serious, who will want to move forward, they're like, I want the whole thing. I don't want some clarity. I want total clarity. I want absolute clarity. I want crystal clarity. And I could talk about purpose forever and the different aspects of purpose. So I think that that's what I have to focus on, and it will be easy to do that. I won't have to think about it. It'll just be effortless. And then the 6 days and the 6 pieces of purpose. And yeah, the worst thing that happens is I do it and nobody signs up for coaching, and then I just do another one 10 days later. And it's like, the thing is, it doesn't even matter. This is not like a one-time thing and I'm done. Like, there are 8 billion people in this world, and 75% of them don't know their purpose, and 3 billion of them are believers. So 75% of 3 billion, 2-ish billion, 2.3 billion people out there that are my target market that need help with this. So I'm not going to run out of people to do this with. So I just need to do the freaking thing and get it done. And that's it. So the overthinking, oh my God, it's crazy. I can just see so clearly how the overthinking has stopped me and held me back so much, because I want to get it right. I want it to be perfect. I want to have all the answers. And I just don't leave any room for God to show up when I do that. It's like I want total control, and I leave no room for God to show up, which is just lame. So I think I'm going to take Pete's approach, and I'm going to go through the 6 pieces of purpose. They'll all get some clarity, but if they want crystal clarity, if you're serious about finding your purpose and living into it, then there's a 6-week program where you're going to go from some clarity to crystal clarity, and it's life-changing. Your life will never be the same again. So that's what he did with his stuff, and he kills it. And they said, give away the secrets. Give it away. Give them a sample of what it's like to work with you. It's not like you're going to give away all their secrets and they're not going to want to work with you. They're going to be like, wow, if you added this much value for free, imagine how much value you'd add if I paid you. And I don't know. I just think that's a genuine, authentic approach. That's the thing. Like, anytime I am involved with anything that Pete is doing, it's like I just know he's going to provide so much value. Like, it's just like he's not going to hold back. And that makes you want to work with him more, because you know he really is committed to your success. And it's just a whole different experience of him as a salesperson and a business owner. So, okay, F it, I'm going for it. The 6-day Find Your Purpose challenge, or it'll be the 6-day I don't know my purpose, but I'm ready to find it challenge. I'm going to ask some people what stands out to them more, and go for it. So, yeah. All right. Whew, that heaviness just lifted off my heart. Just making a decision, and I'm going for it. I just have to remember, I'm going to do hundreds of these challenges. It doesn't matter. Just get the first one done. That's it. Just get the first one done. Get it out of the way. The first is always the worst. Just get it out of the way. And at least if I have it focused on those 6 aspects of purpose, I don't have to worry about what I'm going to talk about. I don't have to have a bullet points and outlines. It's just like I could just go for it. So, all right. Thank you, God. 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 Okay, here we go.